Creative, enchanting, whimsical, artist GinaBella is always creating artwork based on real stories and emotions, expressed through Italian papers, paints, flowers, metals, and clay. Her feelings and stories come to life. Complete with glittery diamond dust over paintings and pottery, GinaBella is always creating new pieces and commissions. You can find her work in staging homes, family Christian bookstores, New Jersey boutiques, and the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery, where she offers personal guided tours of her latest art pieces. Gina can also be found hosting weekend art camps, where she teaches adults and children pottery, painting, and jewelry. For more information on GinaBella and her art, contact livinglifeartfully@gmail.com or give a call to 954-857-5444.
Welcome to Living Life Artfully with GinaBella. Creating artwork based on real stories and emotions, artist GinaBella expresses herself through Italian papers, paints, flowers, metals, and clay. Join Gina live as her feelings and stories come to life while working on her latest pottery, jewelry, and paintings. Feeling inspired from her show? Contact Gina for a personalized champagne tour through her gallery at Amp Media Studios. For more information, contact livinglifeartfully@gmail.com or call 954-857-5444. Now on with the show.
Thank you for joining me on your Thursday evening. Tonight, I have some special stuff I want to do tonight, and it's all about beautiful calligraphy and hand lettering and colors and things like that. So I brought my sweet little box of my calligraphy pens and all my little nibs that go along with it, all different types. So I do teach calligraphy classes, so if you're ever interested in learning, I could come to you and get a bunch of people together and we could do calligraphy together. I could teach you, and I bring little kits for everybody, and it's just a really fun time. So if you're interested in that, please just email me at livinglifeartfully@gmail.com, or you can always call me at 954-857-5444. So, on with what I'm going to do tonight. Here are all the beautiful inks, and there are so many more that you can choose from. All different colors of the rainbow, I should say. And of course, there's pink, which is absolutely my favorite. And they're all India ink, and they're just gorgeous. The paper that I'm going to be using tonight, it's a mixed media paper. If you ever wanted to give this a try on your own, you could always hit me up and call me and ask questions, and I'll help you. I'm so helpful. I want to see everybody succeed. So this is the paper I'm using tonight, and I'm making a special little project tonight, and it's going to be in honor of my sweet son Julian and his beautiful wife Rachel. So I'm gonna make something for them tonight. I don't know if they're watching, but this is for them, honor of them. So what I'm gonna do first, I just have a lid, just an ordinary lid, because I'm gonna leave the middle blank. Now you can use watercolors or anything, acrylic paint, anything like that. And once it dries, you can calligraphy right over it. So, but I'm going to use tonight pastel colors. So for my little guide, I have my lid. So I'm just going to take, for the first part of this, I'm going to just get a paintbrush, and I'm going to start with blue, which used to be my son's favorite color, but I don't think it's that anymore. So I just want to kind of make a guide around so I know where to start. So you're just going to dip it into the pastel, and I have all these beautiful colors of the pastels. And you just want to go right around. Now, when I was little, I used to love to finger paint. And you know what? Still, as an adult, I love to do things with my hands. I feel like I have more control sometimes rather than a brush. So that was the first part of it. You see how it kind of left just the middle white and the outside like that. So that's my first guide. So the middle is going to stay white. And to keep it nice and clean, you want to just put that back on for the time being. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my fingers like I'm finger painting. So I'm going to take more of the blue and just kind of go around. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to kind of eventually blend the colors. So I'm just dipping it in the blue and going around while I'm holding down the lid so I can keep that middle nice and clean. And if I had more room, I would be turning this on a turnstile type of thing. It makes it a lot easier, but it's okay. Okay, so I have my blue down. Now the next color, I'm going to use a little bit of a green because I like the blue and the green together, which you'll see in a second as it sort of meshes together. It's really pretty. So it goes around and around. So I can't believe that Christmas is right around the corner. And a few people have called me and wanted gifts, which is great. If you're local, I could still help you out. If you're far away, I could still help you out, but the shipping may be an issue of getting it on time for Christmas morning. So if you're local, please give me a call if you want any kind of gift. I have a studio filled with pottery. I could custom make things. I can make a little sign like I'm doing tonight, whatever you want. So far, we have the blue and the green happening, just like that. So you want to keep going around and just blending it in. I'm going to add a little more blue to my green and just keep going. So the blue used to be my son's favorite color, like I said before. So now Rachel, on the other hand, I just learned her favorite color is purple. So now we're going to add some pretty purples. So we're going to start with this one and just kind of blend it on the outside of the blue and green. And just keep going around. And just blending happily and just blending it in. So I'd love, if you're watching live, to know what you guys are doing tonight, what your plans are for the holidays, if you're traveling and where you're going. I'd love to know. Make me a little jealous, I guess, because I'm not going anywhere this year. I'm staying home, which is okay, but it's always nice to travel. If you're going to New York, please take pictures or videos of the displays, the window displays, because I love the Christmas window displays. So if you're doing that, please send it to me because I'm not there and I kind of wish I was there. So, all right, so now we have the purple going around, blending it in a little bit with your finger. And if it doesn't blend 100%, it's still fine. It's just beautiful. The colors are just beautiful. So that's the purple. Now I'm going to add another little bit of a lighter purple around that. And I'm just going to keep going around. Now, Christmas gifts, people love art for Christmas gifts. You know, it depends upon who they are. The minimalist people, they love just very clean, tight, just a little bit on the canvas or the paper, maybe black and white. So people like that. For the more Whimsical, they love all the colors. So that would be me. I love all the colors and all the whimsy-like craziness of it all. And I do have things in my studio if you're interested. I do have things on my website. That's livinglifeartfully.com. If you want to go there, I have some prints, I have some pottery. And there's another site that has all my prints. Just let me know if you're interested in that and I can let you see that. Okay, so right now we have this going on. It's the purple, the blue, and the green. And I'm going to keep it very minimal like this. So what you do next, I'm going to write something really cool in the middle. But to be my guide, I'm going to just use a pencil first before I put it to the calligraphy pen. I can't remember my code. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna go around. Let me add a little white to this because it's a little dark on the edges. I didn't want it to be too dark. So you always wanna just kind of blend it in and go around like that. Just keep going to blend it in. And for the people who are like adventurists, most of those people, for artfully speaking, they like the outside. Like they like mountains, or they like just nature, like nature-ish scenes. So me as an artist, I don't have one specific style. I adapt to many different ways. So I can make anything you guys kind of want me to make. All right, so now I have that. Let me see. Okay, so let me go. There we go. All right. So I'm going to write something out of pencil first, and then I'm going to follow it with the calligraphy pen. So let me write it, just so I don't mess up. And you just follow it around. I mean, you could do kind of any style. I love this saying. When I saw it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so for Julian and Rachel. And I'll explain that in one moment. Okay. All right, so they are both welders. So I saw this beautiful neon sign, and it was in a circle, and it said, "Together we will burn bright." And they just got married, so I thought it was so appropriate. So I'm gonna get out my calligraphy pen, and I'm gonna do dark ink to start with. I could always go for a color afterwards. So let me just pop this nib right in so it stays in tight. There we go. And you can get all this at Michael's or any other place. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in my lid just in case it drips. I don't want it dripping on the paper. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, so I'm using a thicker nib for this. So what you're going to do is you want to just dip halfway down, and then you just want to start lettering. And you just follow it around, and you keep dipping every time you go. If you feel like you have too much on it, you want to just kind of blot it a little bit. And I just kind of wrote as a guide. You don't have to stay on the lines of what you wrote. You just want to follow it around. And I just recently did a calligraphy class for people and they loved it. It was this woman, she got together with her friends and everybody had their little kit and it was really fun. Everybody had a grand old time. So if you're interested, of course. Okay, let me show you so far what I have going. And you can always go over your letters. I don't know if you can see that. It says, so far it says together. Okay. The next part. And you can interchange your nibs and you can add to it as you go along. And I could teach you how to do that if you take my class. Or if you just call me up and you want to learn and you have questions, I could help you. Now this doesn't dry instantly, so you want to kind of be careful and not lean your hand on the lettering that you've already accomplished on your piece. And you just want to keep going around and just follow your letters. I love calligraphy. I think it's such a beautiful art, especially if you use all the amazing colors to go along with it. Just keep going around. Let me move this over here. Now this is the part where I have to lift my arm up because I don't want to get in to what I've done. So if you ever want to try this and you think it's cool, I think it's cool when you like write letters in it or just, you know, initials. And you can make pretty initials and just things like that. It's very classy and classic and, you know, and if you perfect it, you know, practice makes perfect. You can always start doing lettering for weddings or events and things like that. That's something that's big and there's always a demand for that. So this is something that if you want to do it, it's really nice to get into. So I'm just using a general nib right now. Eventually, once this dries, I'm going to use something to make more swirls and things like that. So that'll be fun. Okay, getting to the end. Together we will burn bright. Because both of them are welders. And if you've ever seen welding, that certainly is bright. So you got to protect your eyes and everything when you do welding. All right, now making the little hearts. Super cute. You know, and this is easy, it's quick, and you can make a nice gift for somebody. You know, you can put their favorite saying, you can just write a poem, whatever you want to do. It's endless on what you can do. Okay, so here is the piece so far. Together we will burn bright with little hearts. Okay, so now I'm going to change out the nib. I'm going to just cover this up real quick. You always want to cover your ink when you're done. And I have a nib cleaner. You always want to keep it nice and clean, but I'm just going to pop it in water for now, just so it doesn't dry. I mean, if it ever does dry, you know, you could just take the cleaner and you could just use a toothbrush and clean it that way. So now I'm going to get a different one so I can make a little, like more swirls and things like this. This one is a little bit thinner. So I'm going to add to this piece by adding like little swirls and things like that. All right, I'm going to still use the black because I want to clean it up just a little bit. Keep it in your lid just to be on the safe side. I've already made like a little mark out here, but I could probably do something with that. I think my sweater got in it. So even me as a professional artist makes mistakes sometimes, but it's okay. It could be fixed. So I'm going to go through the letters and I'm going to start to add, you know, just like little touches of swirlies and different things like that, just to make it a little more fancy. And where I made this little mark out here by accident, I'm just going to take this and I'm going to make some swirls, just so it looks like it's part of the piece. And so as I'm doing that, I'm just going to add that around in different areas, just so it looks like it's part of what I did. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. So, it doesn't matter. So I'm just adding these like cute little, just like little swirly thingies. I don't know what you would call them. Just to go around, round and around. So get your friends together, see who wants to do the calligraphy class, and then call me because it'll be so much fun. We could do it anywhere. We could do it at your house. We could do it at a park. We could probably do it at a bar. You just got to get permission, which I can take care of that. And that's a good place to start and have fun with your friends. Okay. Now in the middle, after this dries, I probably will put maybe their wedding date, or maybe I could put some kind of cool thing about welding. Maybe something like that. You just never know. Have to play around with it. Just to make it unique for them and fitting for them. So, and then like these little swirly things that I'm kind of making, even though it's all just in black, once it dries, I could go on the outside of it and make it blue. I could use one of these beautiful colors over here to make it blue or purple to kind of do match of what I started to do for the inside. So you just, and then maybe put like little dots around just to make it a little more creative. My two things I love, if you know me at all, are dots. I love like little polka dotty things, and I love glitter. There's no glitter on this though, because not this time around. But I am the glitter queen. And next week, 6 p.m., I have a special segment I'm doing, and it's going to be about, just entertaining and things like that. So that should be nice. Little artistic way of entertaining. Okay. So far I have this going on. Together we will burn bright. Very artistic. I fixed my mistake. Nobody would ever know that my sweater went over the lettering while it was still wet. So you can always add to it. That's always fun. And gift giving, today's a good time, tomorrow still, but that would be about it. So if you are interested and you would like a gift that I could specially make for you, if you want to meet me, I could bring all my things and show you, or you can come to me and I could make a gift for you that's, personal and unique for your favorite person. So you can always just let me know. livinglifeartfully@gmail.com is my email. Then you can always contact me, write to me. You can call me, 954-857-5444, or check out my website. I'm still loading things every week, so you always want to kind of check back. And the most important thing, if you go on my website and you sign up for my email to have emails and special events and things like that sent to you, just sign up for my email list, and in the subject line, or send me a message and say the Brooklyn Cafe, then you get a percentage off on whatever you buy. I will honor that for you. So I hope everybody has a very happy Hanukkah still, and you're enjoying all your gifts and the potato latkes that I love so much. So I hope you're enjoying that, and Christmas is right around the corner. So I certainly hope that you have a very, very Merry Christmas. And just remember to be kind and to love each other, and just overdo it, like overdo yourself and think of others first. It doesn't take much to be kind and be loving and to just have someone's back constantly. Make memories and be happy. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Together we will burn bright, you and I. Have a great night. Thank you for joining me. See you next week, 6 p.m. Thursday Eastern Time. Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Living Life Artfully with artist GinaBella. We hope you're left feeling inspired and creative. If you would like to contact Gina for a personalized tour or for more information on her artwork and classes, contact livinglifeartfully@gmail.com or call 954-857-5444. See you next time.